everybody? What's up? We in the house. The plan for Hauntapoolza. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. A couple of things about that. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Because Hauntapoolza is kind of like a weird thing that goes on. Because you know what happens when you let women in charge of something, and they can't make up their mind. And I'll give you the example. Last weekend, and by all means, I let Jessica dictate where we're going because this is more for her than it is for me. I mean, I love haunts, but they're not scary. So wherever she wants to go, we're gonna go. But the reason I bring that up is because last week originally we were gonna go to Pennsylvania. Then we were gonna go to Fright Haven. Then we were gonna go to Spooky World. Then we were gonna go somewhere else. And then we ended up at Scary Acres in Cranston, Rhode Island. So that just goes to show you how things kind of go. And I'm not hating. I love Jessica to death. I'm just saying I can't make the video for it because on any given second she'll change her mind. I don't want to go to that one. She reads into the reviews way too much. And I said, you just got to go. Don't listen to anybody else. If you want to go, you just go. What's up, Costa Kev? And we were going to go to the Pennsylvania ones, and I can understand why she didn't want to. She's not hardcore like most of us are. You know, we just go, travel. And 2 weeks in a row for her, traveling as much, that kind of killed her. You know, she's not hardcore. Luco's been doing this a lot longer than I have, you know, traveling all around. And, you know, me with this traveling, I'm a lot newer to it than Luco is, and a lot of people are, but I still got probably at least 10 years under my belt of all this crazy, traveling for amusement parks and stuff, you know, so I'm a bit more of a veteran than Jessica is, so we did Riding of the Bull, and then we go to Canada. Canada kind of killed everybody not drive, except Luco. Luco flew, so he was the smart one. It didn't kill him as much. I mean, the drive up to Canada was, quick. The drive home from Canada sucked. It just felt like it was never going to end. It just kept going and going. But you get what I'm saying. For her, it's not. She doesn't travel a lot. This is, you know, before she met me, she didn't really go anywhere. So now this is like a whole new thing. So we're going to get into Hauntapoolza plans in a little bit. We're going to break down the news, and then we're going to talk about this coffin contest that Six Flags is having company-wide. We'll talk about SeaWorld San Antonio announcements. We will talk about the Kings Island coaster removal. And what's up, Coaster Box? You know, so we're gonna roll through the news, and we're gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna talk about the haunted graveyard, because if you guys really want to go, you can buy tickets at the door. But I really want to emphasize that how awesome that event is, and if you got nothing going on this weekend, and the price that you're getting it at, buy it online. It's cheaper. It'll save you $5. But you could also run the chance of what if it sells out, because it's only a limited amount of tickets. So we'll get into that. We're also going to talk about the Ace event at Six Flags New England, because a lot of people have been asking me about that. I also going to talk about Six Flags New England this weekend, and we'll talk about Fright Fest, and we'll talk about all the other good stuff. So there's a lot to dive into. A lot. And for anybody that's new, I'm going to give the spiel like everybody else does on YouTube. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, dislike, whatever you want to do, make sure you do that. Share the video. Let everybody know, you know, as you're watching this, you know, throw it up on Facebook. If you've seen just go to the SFNEOnline's Facebook and share it. Hit it up on Twitter. Share it. Let's try to get it. Because we got when we hit 600 subscribers, there is a contest on this channel for when we hit 750. But we got a contest for 600, and Jessica gave it to me because she doesn't care. But it was an exclusive to Rhode Island Comic Con. It's a tin Stormtrooper, Star Wars Stormtrooper. I don't have it down here. It's upstairs on my table, and I'm gonna show it next week. I'm also gonna make a video about it, just to kind of get that, because I noticed the channel's starting to grow a little bit more and more, and it's great. And you guys have been awesome. For everybody that shares stuff, I appreciate it, because we start getting more and more subscribers. Eventually, we're gonna hit that 1,000. That's the goal, the main thing, to hit 1,000. I got the watch hours down. I got the watch hours and then some. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, so let's get into the news. I need to get somebody that's really like a good graphic artist and can make awesome videos better than I can. You know, I want to have like a little segment video going, like, you know, in the news now, something stupid. That's what I want to do. I need to work on that. Something stupid and funny. But anyway, so Epcot. There's a rumor going around in Epcot. Everybody's been trying, you know, been wishing and hoping for a new country to get inside Epcot. It looks like that's going to be happening. There was no timeline or nothing. It's all rumor. It's not official, but it looks like they're going to make an India Pavilion, and they're going to put a Jungle Book ride based off of the live-action movie. And it says the ride system is supposed to be similar to Pirates of the Caribbean Sunken Treasure that's in Shanghai. Now, I hear a lot of people that have been to Shanghai, ridden the Pirates of the Caribbean, and go goo Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs over this thing. I haven't even watched video on it. I look at it as, I don't care what's at Shanghai because 99.9% sure I'm not going to Shanghai in my life ever. That's just too long. That's way too long of flying to get somewhere. That's just ridiculous. I know I'll probably kick myself in the ass for not going, hey, let's go to China, Japan, you know, Asian country. You know, there is a limit to where I'm going to travel to. You know, there is a limit of how far overseas I'm willing to go. And I got to look at the travel, because if I got to spend like 10 hours one flight, it's probably not going to happen. You know, I have my limitations before I start bugging out. You know. So yeah, so we're gonna keep an eye on this Epcot thing because I'm interested in it. You know, it'll be nice for a change instead of having the same old stuff going on in Epcot. You know, it'd just be nice. I mean, Epcot is obviously Epcot's in its what I call a revival. Epcot needed a revival. It was just the same old. It looked kind of like it. I hate to say it, but Epcot was starting to look like a ghetto. There was so much that was taken out, so much that was drastically done. They weren't doing anything in the countries. The countries were even kind of looking. It was honestly Disney's ghetto. Let's be honest. The whole, it was just kind of like it. I mean, we all know what Epcot was supposed to be in Walt's original vision. So obviously, after he died, they threw that plan out the window, and they got what you got. And then it just was like going, you know, I don't know. It just like the ghetto. So now, you know, now you're gonna have Ratatouille scheduled to open next year in France. There's the rumor going around that England's going to get a Mary Poppins. You got the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster that's going to be opening. There's a lot of stuff that's going for the positive, because when you look at Epcot as a whole, it's not really for kids. Most kids don't give a crap. My kids, every time I said we were going to Epcot, there was nothing there for them as a whole that they wanted to go do. I mean, I liked Epcot. I like, you know, as I got older, I appreciated it more. You know, you could try the booze and the food going around from country to country. So that was just like taking a new aspect. I mean, they are losing that show there in the lagoon, and they're getting another fireworks spectacular new show. So I don't know. I think Epcot is in need of a revival, and that's what they're getting, which is nice. For Six Flags Great Adventure, the solar farm has finally started construction. So it's finally, you know, starting to do its thing, which is cool. And I know other Six Flags parks are going to do the solar farm thing. I know you can't totally rely on the solar farm for the power, but it's going to definitely help the cause. Help get, you know, it could help in terms of getting more, you know, more rides, as the cost will go down dramatically on their electric bill using this solar. I mean, if you think about it, the time of the year that they're open, the most of it, that's like, you know, the peak time of when you're going to use a lot of electricity. So having the solar farm thing here and other Six Flags, great idea. It's going to help them. Valley Fair, I don't know how many of you heard of this. They had to shut down their park over the weekend during their Halloween thing. A fight broke out. They had to have a heavy police presence, and they had to shut down the park. And there's video of because people are blowing horns and people are aggravated because they had to leave, that more fights were breaking out in the parking lot. There was a heavy police presence, and more and more cops kept filing in. But now that they have more security at the park after that incident because of what had happened. I don't know why, like, you get all these teenagers and people like, oh, I'm a thug and I don't like you, so I'm going to punch you in the face and cause everything. And then next thing you know, you ruin it for everybody. People need to grow up, I think. I don't know. I'm tired of all the people, Because let me tell you, if I'm at a park and a fight breaks out and they get ready to close the park, I'm going to whoop some ass. I am going to whoop some ass for ruining my day. I'm going to kick them in the chicken McNuggets. Whoa. I guess I didn't hit the pause thing because I started doing it. All right. Lakemont Park. That's been closed for the last couple of years. For those that don't know where Lakemont is, it's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, home of the world's oldest operating wooden coaster period. Leap the Dips. I know we've talked about it a few times in the past, and they had an odd collection of flats, and what do you call it? They're gonna reopen, and entry will be free if you want to ride certain things, and they still have what do you call it? Starliner, Leap the Dips. They're going to have the kiddie coaster. They're going to have new go-karts. They're going to have basketball courts and picnic area. A lot of green areas. So, yeah, that's just, if you want to ride the rides, whatever rides that they do have and the go-karts and stuff, you pay for those. And, it's free to get in and walk around, which is nice. But, it's great that they're reopening, and it's sad that the state that it's in. I mean, when it was open, yes, it was cheap and it wasn't thriving or anything like that. It was like $10 to get in. $10, $12. And I mean, you could ride. The only one you couldn't continuously ride, you had to buy tickets for, was Leap the Dips. But Starliner is a great coaster. I mean, it's not like, top 10, but it was still fun. It had some nice pops, airtime. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't rough. It was a great ride. I loved it, and I'm glad it's still there. But they had some flats, like a skydiver. They had their spider ride. They had some other ones, and it's sad just to see them go. It really is. I wish they stayed, but for whatever reason, that place can't keep that place going. I don't know why. All right. So SeaWorld in Orlando, it's starting. SeaWorld actually confirmed. I kind of like this in a sense, and I kind of hate it. The leak went out about 2020, and so the roller coaster said speed of 55 miles an hour, and it was confirmed on Tuesday by SeaWorld. It's going to be some kind of launch coaster, and then so that the park confirmed that, but they didn't go into detail, didn't say dates, didn't say nothing, and they're going to be having I don't know when they're going to announce that. Probably next year, obviously. But October 4th, they're having an announcement, and it's about Sesame Street Airplay, that area that they're putting in that is replacing Shamu's Harbor, the kiddie area. So with that, there's probably going to be more to it than what they've said before, but it's also being teased like a media day type thing for Infinity Falls on that day, and then it probably open like a week or two after that. So whoever's going to this media thing for Sesame Street, it's looking like, not guaranteed. It's kind of hearsay. I haven't seen anything official, but those that are going to that will probably most likely get to ride Infinity Falls that day. So I'm hoping, and it should be open for when I go down for IAPA, because then because we are going to SeaWorld, so I'll give it a ride. I'll get all soaked, and it is what it is. So that's that. SeaWorld San Antonio announced a bunch of stuff today for next year. They're going to get a sea turtle exhibit called Turtle Reef. They're also getting 2 rides to it called Riptide Rescue. It's a 3-arm spin, ride that spins riders around. Then there's the Sea Swinger, which is a pendulum ride. And then Aquatica is going to get whatever it is, Breakaway Falls. It's basically like Bonsai Pipeline. You're going to get a multi-drop tower slide. Going to drop you down. It's going to be cool. So, yeah, look out for that for next year for all those going to Six Flags San Antonio. Well, Six Flags, Six Flags, SeaWorld San Antonio. Why am I saying Six Flags? SeaWorld San Antonio. Yeah, my brain's not there. I keep seeing all these messages popping up in Facebook from everywhere. What are they talking about? What is going on? What is that? Oh, is that? Oh, they're talking about Boulder Dash in the chat room. That's what they're talking about. Okay. I was like, what is all this coming up from? All right, so that's that. All right, so Kings Island announced that Firehawk is leaving in your last day. The ride is October 28th. There was a lot of speculation. It was going Vortex, Firehawk, Vortex. It just kept going back and forth. And it was kind of funny with all the people saying, hey, nobody, people like, no, it's Vortex. No, it's Firehawk. We should have set a gambling pool on this. Yeah, I heard SeaWorld San Antonio kind of sucked, but I guess they're going to be building it up. So that's good. I mean, anything adding to that park is good. They're doing the right thing. They're no longer focusing on Shamu. They're focusing on animal rescue and rides. That's what I said they had to do in order to maintain the ability to stay SeaWorld. Because if they did not do that, they were going to go away. They were just going to go away. Now, I have never been to SeaWorld San Antonio. That's on the checklist of places to go. I know a lot of people that have gone and told me about it. These rides are cool. It's obviously not as big as Orlando. Orlando's the biggest one. Orlando is the good one. It's great. It's big. It's blah, 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 blah. So that's the only one that I know. I haven't gone to the other ones because, again, you hear, and you got to kind of not go through what all the people are saying. You go experience it. Don't listen to other people, and you just go with your experience, not with other people. So, yeah, that's that. But anyway, so with Kings Island, a lot of people now saying that Dorney Park's going to get Firehawk, or maybe even Michigan's Adventure's going to get Firehawk. I'm kind of hoping that they take Firehawk and throw it in the trash. I mean, I rode that when it was at Six Flags, Geauga Lake there in Ohio. And it ran really well, and it was great. And I actually liked it back when it was in Six Flags in Ohio. I actually liked it. Then when I rode it at Kings Island, obviously it's older, and when you move them around, they don't get built. I'm not a fan of Firehawk. I'm not a fan of that type of flying. I just don't like the way it feels. I'm more of a. They even fixed the hydraulics by installing it in the station instead of the trains. I mean, that's obviously better, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of that type of flying coaster. I enjoy the B&M ones more. That's just me. I find the B&M ones more comfortable than than these ones. I don't, because like example, Six Flags America's Batwing, that thing hurt. Like, it was okay, and then you get to certain spots and it just hurt. And that, to me, these rides are like a one and done. If you've never gotten the credit, get the credit and get out and forget about it. I mean, I'm really hoping Firehawk is going to be scrapped. I haven't heard a definite answer. I didn't see an answer. Maybe there is. I don't know. We'll see. But if Dorney announces some kind of flying coaster or a Michigan Adventure, you're going to know where it came from. We know that at least. I'm hoping that, the thought is Firehawk to be scrapped. That's really the thought. It is what it is with it. Did I get all the news? I did. Oh, and by the way, remember what I got? What I was talking about last year? Last week. Oh, okay. Here we go. I got my business cards in. Actually, they came in on Monday. That's not one. That's blank. So here we go. We're gonna unveil the business cards. So I don't know. You guys ready for the business card? I don't know if you're ready for the business card. These are what I'm gonna start handing out. I'm gonna bring it with me everywhere I go, whether it's a park, IAPA. But yeah, ready? Here we go. This is one side. Let me see what I gotta see what it looks like on the program so I can see. Okay, so that's what it looks like there, and that's the back. Look at that. That's the new. That's a new business card that I'll be giving out. I like it. Nice and shiny. Great. It does what I want it to do. I like it. That's the new business card that I got. So, yeah. I'm going to bring these to every park I go to now. Actually, if I go to like anything, I'm just going to keep these on me and just give them out. Yeah, it was kind of blurry. Let me try this again. Let's try it again. There we go. And then I am not accredited hairstylist. Trust me, I can't cut hair. I can't cut the hair, but yeah, that's the business cards I'm going to be giving out at the parks and stuff. Make it look better, you know, IAPA, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do with the business cards. I mean, hell, if people want them, they can take them and wipe their butt with them. But that's, you know, you kind of look like a fool when you're meeting important people to a park or a company and you don't have a card. Trust me, it looks bad upon you. I mean, I made crappy ones last year that I gave out, but at least I had one. But now this year I'm stepping up the game and, yeah, I know it was a joke. I was just playing along with the joke. So yeah, that's the thing with that. So now with that being said, so let's talk about the Six Flags Coffin Contest. Now there's no link to register for it yet. It's not up yet. I talked to the park this morning, and they said that they're still hashing out a couple details, but the date is October 13th. So those that win, yeah, no, I live in Rhode Island. For those that, you know, and I read it, the rules, it seems like everybody that finishes gets the $300. You get to take home the coffin. You get a prize pack, etc., etc. I'm trying to get my way in there, and I'm trying to talk to the park to let me, like, we could donate. I mean, it'd be nice to get $300, but I'll donate it to a charity. I just want to get in. I really all I want is the VIP skip the line pass, and are you sure about only one person gets the $300? I mean, because I know I would do it. I would, if I won. I just want to get. See, I saw conflicting rumors because a lot of the reports I saw, it's in the fine print, but all the stuff that was reporting, because I didn't have time today to read the entire thing. I was too busy. Well, I was working, had to take the kids to the doctor, and then I came home and had to do some stuff, and then I, what do you call it? Played Roller Coaster Tycoon for about an hour before, Planet Coaster an hour before the show was, to kind of just chill. But anyway, the stuff that I did read, every single article said every person won. I got to read the fine print, but regardless. See, the problem is not a lot of people are going to finish it. A lot of people are going to get bored. That's the problem. I know I would finish. I know I would finish. I would have way too much fun with that. I would be live streaming a lot on YouTube and Facebook. I would do it all. Twitter. I would just take turns doing different things, and I'd have a ball with it. I know that's crazy. See, I'm trying to find a way to get myself an automatic way in as one of the 6. I don't even care if they can give me. All I want is the VIP tickets in the coffin. That's all I want. I don't care about the rest of the crap. I want the coffin and the VIP tickets. I'll make a deal with them. Put 7. I don't care about the money. I just want the coffin and I want the VIP tickets. That's all I want. I mean, I know I probably won't even get picked, but if I can get picked, I want to get picked. So I'm trying, but let's break out all the goodies that this coffin thing. I mean, how many people would actually that are watching actually would wanna, leave the comment. How many people would actually do the would want to do it? And not only that, how many of you think you could finish? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think you could finish? So it says, are you brave enough to spend 30 hours in a coffin? Six Flags New England invites the most daring people to increase the Fright Fest fear factor with a 30-hour coffin challenge. 6 coffin dwellers will be randomly chosen to spend 30 hours in a coffin from October 13th to the 14th. The rules: participants must stay in the coffin except for a 6-minute bathroom break per hour. Participants who step outside the coffin for any reason, with the exception of designated bathroom breaks, will be disqualified. All meals must be eaten in the coffin. The grand prize, $300 cash. 2 2019 Gold Season Passes, 2 2019 Dining Passes, basic, 2 Fright Fest passes for the Haunted House. The coffin, that's right. The handcrafted, slightly used coffin goes to the grand prize winner. If more than one participant remains there will be a drawing for the grand prize. All participants remaining receive 2019 Gold Pass and 2 Fright Fest passes for the Haunted House. Coffin dweller requirements: must be 18 or older, have a photo ID, cannot have any medical conditions that would make lying in a coffin for 30 hours a risk to your health or well-being, must sign a waiver at check-in, must be willing and able to lie comfortably in a claustrophobic size 2x7 coffin, must provide your own pillow and sleeping bag or blankets. Registration entries must be received by midnight, October 7th. More details to come, but there's no place to sign up. That's the thing. How do you sign up? That's what we need to know. How do we sign up? Yeah, you theoretically could, but see, for me, it's more than the $300. I don't care about the $300. That's not why I want to do the $300. It's, if you think about this, it's gold to be able to, if I could get a way in there and live stream the crap out of it, that's worth more than $300, my friends. That's worth more than $300. Because because you do get charging stations to charge, so you can charge your phone. I would be charging my cameras. I would be vlogging inside the damn coffin. I would be doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I don't even have a measuring tape next to me over here, too. Do I have one over there? I know I had one down here. I was just going to measure my fat ass. Do I have one over here? No. I was just going to measure myself. I think my measuring tape's upstairs. I was just going to measure myself. I can't measure myself right now, but still. I might be able to fit in it. I don't know. Just stuff me in there like a little sardine. I don't care. Luco went to Darien Lake this year. I have no plans this year to go to Darien Lake. I think next year, because most likely we're going to be doing Canada again next year. I would probably safely assume that. And what do you call it? I could stop on the way. The only thing is that Darien Lake closes early on a Sunday. See, Charlie, the problem was, yes, I could do that here. Excuse me. I could definitely make my own event, but here's the problem. That's not going to catch as much attention as the title in your stream that says 30-hour coffin challenge inside Six Flags, New England. I can go 30-hour coffin challenge inside my house. What fun is that? People want to... When you see, I'm always thinking from a business standpoint and how can I expand this channel? How can I expand Facebook and everything else for SFNEOnline? This would be the ticket. I don't care about the money. I care about doing it. It was kind of like when they had Stridathon for 6 hours. Whoever finished the first time got season passes. Well, you were in the running, kind of like this. Except a few people that did it, we already had passes. And we're like, look, we already have a season pass. Can we what do you call it? Can we get skip the line passes instead? And they did that. Then the following year, there was only 4 of us left. Like right off the bat, like within an hour, we were like, I think there was like 12 people, and then there was like 4 people like when an hour left, and there was still 5 hours to go. And they were like, just get off, we'll give you the passes. And we're like, no, we're gonna do it. And then we made an agreement and had a paper and all that saying, hey, we can get what do you call it? Season passes for the following year because we already had passes for that year. So we worked that out. I don't care about having extra. What am I going to do with the passes? I don't want the passes. I just want the coffin. Just give me the coffin. That's what I want. I want the coffin. I mean, those are the other things too that need to be brought up. Luco brings up good questions. Will there be breathing holes? There obviously has to be breathing holes because you can't stay in a coffin without breathing. Will it be buried underground? Probably not. Where will they put it? And can park guests troll and kick it? I mean, those are good questions. I mean, I don't want to be in it and getting messed up by park guests kicking it, trolling it. I mean, if people want to talk trash to me in it, that's fine. You know, I wouldn't care about that. But I really want to do it. Plus, one, to see if I can do it. Like, I did Stridathon 2 years in a row to see if I could do it, and I did it. The first year was painful on Cyclone. The second year wasn't as bad. I mean, I was at the point where I was closing my eyes, and I was able to move. Like, I became, you know, like, whoever's seen Caddyshack? And then they go, be the ball. No. Well, I was be the coaster. No, you know? I was one with the coaster and just... But still, I would definitely enjoy doing it. Hey, Friendly's Ice Cream is back. I haven't gotten my free ice cream yet, Friendly's. I'm mad at you. Mad at you, Friendly's. I didn't get my free Friendly's ice cream. Luco wants to fart into someone's breathing hole. I mean, I don't even know if I would... I mean, I could suspect that I could finish this. But I also have concerns that I might not be able to finish it. One, I might get bored with it and go, this is stupid. Two, it could be that I have... It's not necessarily claustrophobic because I've been in plenty of tight places. So that's not the issue. But like airplanes and, you know, and being enclosed and not being able to do anything sucks ass. And I start getting finicky and I need to, you know, get out and whatever. So who the hell? I mean, I know I'm not going to sleep for 30 hours. I can't fall asleep on my back. That's the problem. I have to fall asleep on my side. That's the problem. You know. So I know nothing. I know nothing about it. So I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I hate to assume, but I assume I could do it. It's kind of I want to try to do it, and I want to live stream the whole thing. And if I could win, I want to win and be picked and do it. But that's why I think a lot of people are going to be like, screw this, I'm done. I don't know if there's many sick bastards out there like myself that are willing to go out and do that kind of thing. I mean, a lot of people go and during coaster marathons, you could pull your 6 minutes per hour and take a longer break later on. I wonder if that is acceptable. What if my poop takes more than 6 minutes? Well, you better push and wipe. Well, you know what, Friendly's Ice Cream? I can't root for Springfield Thunderbirds. I root for the Providence Bruins. I'm, Rhode Island. That's what I do. You could poop yourself or you could poop yourself and just lay in it. Just where it depends, dude, and just piss yourself all day. I want those 6 minutes for smoke breaks. That's what I would do. That's what I want. I want my 6 minutes for my smoke breaks. I will smoke 2 cigarettes at one shot. See, everybody's gonna be running to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna be running to go have cigarettes. At least I can eat in the coffin and all that. That's not gonna be a problem. That Springfield Thunderbirds, no kidding, it's their rival. And I still say that Friendly's Ice Cream should get behind the Grow Show and give me free ice cream. Well, it depends where they put the coffin. If they put it in front of the Looney Tunes Emporium, boom, I'm there in a minute. I will run. I will sprint. I will be Usain Bolt to the smoking area. I figure I got 4 minutes to smoke a cigarette. I'm not even going to use my phone during that 4 minutes. I'm just going to inhale the whole cigarette. Probably not even just to... Oh, you know what? I should bring patches. The patch. That'll help. Put the patch on. That'll help curb some of it. It's not even that. There are times I'm going to have to pee and give up a cigarette. I will just have everything that I need. My cigarettes, patches. Hey, you know what? I should have 20-ounce bottles of soda emptied that I can pee in. And pee while I'm inside the coffin. There you go. You could do that too. You got to have other ways to do it. Take Holly into a coffin for 30 hours. That's worth watching. If they made a coffin that was big enough for the... that would be good. Harley Quinn can come inside my coffin at any time. Anytime. And and then I guess you could bring somebody for support. Who the hell, if any of people I know, are gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and talk to you for hours? I call bullshit on that, because if I didn't win and one of my friends win, I'd come by and say what up, and then I would kick the coffin, and then I'd just be like, hey, Superman gave me an awesome ride, sucker, that kind of thing. I think, you know what they should do? You know what would be cool? They should put it inside the theater. And then set it up like a wake. And just have them in front of the stage. So while that's going on, while you're there, people can be there and see it. And then they can do the graveyard groove while you're in there. So you can get some entertainment while you're in the coffin. You could be singing, dancing. People will watch that coffin jumping around as you get into it. Pretty soon you'll know everything. Yeah, see, people would use me for my skip the line pass. Hey, Josh, can I have your skip the line pass? Enjoy your time in the coffin. But somebody has to be there to videotape me getting into the coffin. That because is the coffin up, open? Is it closed? Nobody knows. It's obviously got to be closed, but somebody's got to film me going into the coffin. If I win, I'm acting like I'm winning. There's not even any registration yet. Still, it'll be cool. So anyway, so out of the coffin comes the Kittyland stage is big enough to hold 6 coffins. I mean, it would be cool. And you might want to have an area where they can kind of cover it because of inclement weather. What if it's raining? What if it's snowing? Holly gonna use you in a coffin. Oh yeah! All right, I gotta find this paper over here. I know I got it here. All right, I'm gonna do my plugs here because the 2 events, and then we're gonna get into Hauntapoolza, and then whatever else anybody else brings up in the meantime while I'm talking about it. I don't know if anybody is free this Saturday, but if you are free this Saturday, you need to get your butt to Lake Compounce and go to their event. And the reason why, and I'm going to keep saying it like a cry, and no, I'm not getting paid. It's not sponsored. It's just because I'm going. You can come hang out with me, and you can learn something. You can have some fun. So for $60, if you buy your ticket online before going, it's called Behind the Lake Compounce, Behind the Screams. It's this Saturday. It includes admission to the park and the graveyard, unlimited graveyard walkthrough speed pass, free t-shirt, Q&A, free food and drinks. The free food is going to be at the diner that's inside the park. You're going to get 1 entry drawing into what do you call it? For a prop from the haunt. Front of line pass for Lake Compounce attractions plus free sky coaster ride. You're going to get seminars about airbrushing and makeup, costume design, construction techniques such as wall panels, stone walls, tombstones, and monuments, lights and sound effects. What the hell is this? Oh, animatronics, and then an overview of the production. It starts at noon, and it goes all the way to, when it closes. Online price is $60. On-site price is $65. If it rains, which it's not supposed to, but if it does, the rain date is the following day on the Sunday on September 30th. So I'm telling you, if it's something if you're looking into, but don't worry, I'll be there. If not, I will vlog it. I will do some behind the scenes video kind of stuff. We'll get it going like I always do. But if you got nothing to do and you're like, hey, maybe that sounds good, I would go. Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with getting into a little trouble. There's nothing wrong. I get in trouble all the time. I mean, if you've seen the videos I've been posting of Canada, I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out or arrested. It's technically a foreign country, even though Canada's kind of like United States, but it's not United States. And we're doing stuff that probably shouldn't be doing in another country. Inside, like Ripley's and fun houses and wax museums and stuff like that. So yeah, probably doing stuff we probably shouldn't be doing, but we were doing. And hey, it's what we do. So yeah, I'm reposting that we're still going. On Twitter. Oops. So yeah, all right. So the next one is this one here, Ace Behind the Screams. Saturday, October 20th, from noon to park close. So yeah, there's that. So basically, it says receive free parking, free admission, free snack, and 2 hours of ride exit entry. Go behind the screams and experience. Makeup artist complete zombie transformation, Midnight Mansion behind the scenes tour, Twisted Tales behind the scenes tour, Q&A session with the Graveyard Groove cast. You got RSVP to ROZANA at aceonline.org and DDRAGUN at aceonline.org by Monday, October 15th. Late RSVPs will not be accepted. Must be an active ACE member. There are no guests, and there is no filming in Midnight Mansion or Twisted Tales with the lights on. So you cannot film. Don't be an ass. Don't think you're cool. So... Hey, what's up, John? So, like I said, don't be a dick. they're gonna tell, because I know there's gonna be some younger, what do you call it? Younger fan sites or whatever. You're gonna go, oh, there's a behind the scenes tour. I'm gonna film even though I'm not supposed to. Don't be a dick. Don't do it, because then that's why you're not gonna get anything cool. And then you're gonna get in trouble because you broke your camera out and was like a douche. You know, play by the rules. Even though, I'm starting to think, though, the ones that don't play by the rules get all the subscribers. The ones that play by the rules get pooped on. So, maybe I should break some rules. I don't know. Maybe I should be a rebel. Because, that's the kind of thing that I do a lot. So, yeah, there's that. All right, so this weekend we are going to kick off Hauntapoolza, and I need to go to Six Flags New England because Fright Fest has started. I haven't done anything, no videos, no nothing. People have been asking me questions like prices and what's going on and da-da-da-da-da-da. So Sunday I will be going to Six Flags New England. Gonna do Fright Fest. Gonna enjoy the day. Gonna have fun. We're gonna do the trick-or-treat trail, go see Graveyard Groove, go do some cool things, etc., etc. That's what we're gonna do. So there's that. So people have been asking about Hauntapoolza in case somebody wants to come and kick it with us. Friday, tomorrow, we're going to Holyoke, Massachusetts, and so Luco, pay attention to this. I don't know what time yet. I just know that Danielle is to meet at Jessica's house for 5:30. And then we're going to go, but we're going to do, what do you call it? Excuse me. We're going to Demented FX. That's where we're going. We're going to do that haunt tomorrow night. Then Saturday, Lake Compounce. And Sunday, Six Flags. So that's kind of my game plan that I am going to do for that. Yeah, the kids like to do the disruption. All the crazy, and you know what's funny? You know what kind of really, what grinds my gears a little bit, and I see this. I mean, I'm not going to be a rat and rat them out. I've seen some big sites, and I've seen, like on YouTube, like with a lot of subscribers, I've seen some fan site things on YouTube with not as many as the big ones. And how many of you remember during this Ace election that when I was running for president and I spoke about this, that I had used an Ace logo in a video, and I got I got the official email saying you got to delete it or edit it or whatever. You can't do it. It's against the rules. We're going to throw you in Ace jail if you don't do something about it. Well, I've been seeing that logo pop up more and more and more and more on all these other sites. And nothing is, and it continuously happens, and nothing happens. Because you know what? They're not going to get permission to use it. I was told that no one is going to get it unless it's an official Ace video. If it's not an official Ace video, it's not going to be used. So, let's, it is what it is. And I'm sure that if you watch other than this channel, and I'm sure a lot of you do, there's a lot of channels out there to watch, that, you know who I'm talking about. And if you don't, and you don't know who I'm talking about, ask me and I'll tell you. Yeah, they love the number. I mean, granted, would I love to have 1 million subscribers? Hell yes, I'm not going to lie to you. But if I never get 1 million subscribers, am I going to cry about it? No. Those that don't know, this Grow Show's been around since 2012. It started on Ustream before YouTube had the ability to stream. And it was just something I wanted to do. And, I had another guy in there. Everybody knows me as Dr. Giggles. And then we had Mr. Six. And we created this thing. And then he moved on to Florida. I kept it going. And it's been, morphing into this weird thing. And not Rob A-hole. There's big YouTubers that kids go goo-goo and Cocoa Puffs for a couple sites that should not be doing it and doing it. But, yeah. The whole point of this YouTube channel, yes, I want consistent subscribers. And the cool thing is I've been getting that. I've been upping and up. I mean, am I getting thousands or hundreds at a time? No, but When I took over SFNEOnline from AJ, even though AJ is still part of SFNEOnline, he didn't go nowhere. We didn't kick him out. He's still doing his thing. He just asked me to run it and take over it, and I pay the bills on it and all that. And I really gave it like a really good push starting in February of this year. Like I'm talking like I changed how I did things, and at that time in February we were like under 200 subscribers, and we're at 568 around there somewhere, give or take. And so to go like 400 and change since then, while I wish it was bigger and faster and better, but it's grown that much from February to now, and I'm happy about it. I think it's great. Not complaining, not crying. I mean, I liked it when I remember that one time I got the $100 deposit from YouTube. It was great. I know it was $100 and it's jack shit, but it just made me feel good that people watched and liked my content enough that it gave me $100. It was nice, it'll help pay for the website or something, and that's fine. We're going to get there because you need 1,000 subscribers, you need 4,000 watch hours. I have which is weird. I have well over that. It's just the people are coming, but they're not hitting the subscribe button. But they're continuously watching, and more people are watching just for some reason don't like it enough to subscribe, whatever that is. But more and more people are, and it's great. And I don't do that sub for sub thing. I don't do that. Not at all. I mean, with that whole YouTuber army, YouTube community, small YouTubers unite and stuff, I found a lot of cool channels that I would have not found otherwise. And there's actual content that I actually like watching. And a lot of you guys have suggested a lot of cool stuff, even in the Coast community, non-Coast community. I find a lot of stuff. And John brings up a point. He goes, to be honest, you made it better and have made the push to build SFNEOnline in the show. And you have a lot of us that do promote the show and the site. And I'm really thankful for that. I'm not even, you guys are awesome. I love that people actually, push to help promote. I can only do so much. That's why I want to add more people on there. I don't want to be a one-man show. Luco helps out. Even John's been helping out, pimping it out and helping in ways he can. Everybody helps out. Even, Costa Box does, and you know who else does a lot? Lindsay Allen. He's always pimping it out. He's a moderator on here, so isn't Luco. When you watch this, I mean, a lot of people help out, and it's great. And content is YouTube's biggest problem. There's too much of it. Well, it's not that. It's a lot of stupid stuff, but you know what? Freedom of speech, put up what you want. We do need an official SFNEOnline event. And I think next week, let's focus on that for next week. Let's next week come up with an idea of where we want to hold an event. It doesn't necessarily have to be Six Flags New England. It could be Lake Compounce. It could be Edaville. It could be Canopy Lake. It could be Great Wolf Lodge. It could be whatever it is. But whatever it is, and we discuss, we can all discuss this. And we can bring it to the forums. We can bring it to... we could bring it to Facebook or whatever and get the ideas of the people what we want to do. But whatever we do, and we need to pick out when. Don't try to get anything for this shit. It's just not going to happen. It's too late in the game. You need to start setting this stuff up early. We did 2 SFNEOnline days. One was, actually I think both were connected with ACE events. And they were well attended. But the problem is, it's tougher to do an event at Six Flags New England. It really is. I mean, we can get one, but it's not going to be one that everybody wants. We got a better shot at somewhere else. But if it's something that we all want and agree on and want to do, can we get wasted? It depends on the park, I guess. I guess it depends on the park. But again, what we need to do is decide, and that can be next week's show, because what we want to do is we want to talk about it, figure out where we want to do it. I mean, we could do an informal SFNEOnline get together. We could do an informal one where you're not going to get an ERT, but we could just hang out as a group and just go have fun. We can go anywhere and do that. We can meet up at a haunt and do that, or we can go to a park and do that. We don't need an actual event, but we could do anything. You could go to a game. we just got to find something for everybody that is in agreement and wants to do and hang out, and we can do that. And we're going to talk about that next week. We're going to save that because we need to have a good long conversation about what, where, when, how, whatever. And we can set up the little EIO committee there, and get our little committee to go to negotiate with whatever we do and go in. I mean, realistically, you know what I think I can have done this year? And I can make a call or an email. I don't want to go to a nudist beach. I like hanging out with all y'all, but I don't think we want to see a huge sausage fest and sausages swinging around. I may be able to pull something off. And I don't know how many people would feel about this. And I don't know how many people that don't live around here would want to go to it. But I think it's something that I can have pulled off as an event. Oh, look at that. Me, Luco, and Dave, we did a 3-way. Woohoo! No. What we can do, hear me out on this, and we could talk about this next week. We potentially could do a group event of some type at Fairtown. When they do the full contact thing. I don't know how many people are into that thing. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway. Maybe we can make it an event of some type. I can talk with the owner. I know the owner decent. I mean, I'm not like best friends and we hang out and go have beers, but we do have a good working relationship. Speaking of which, wasn't it last weekend? Well, this weekend. This weekend, Fairtown opens. So we could potentially do that if somebody wanted to kind of do something this year. We can put an event together. I mean, because that doesn't happen till right after Halloween. It's like the first weekend in November. Fairtown is an awesome haunt that when it opens this weekend, it's just like going through the woods for 45 minutes in a haunt. Kind of similar to what do you call it? Like say Haunted Graveyard going through the woods. And it was really good. But for 2 nights only, the Friday and Saturday night after Halloween, they do full contact where they can mess with you, touch you, etc. And it was awesome. I mean, I went to Eastern States Penitentiary, and they do that there. I went to Penhurst Asylum, and they do that too. But not as it's a little bit more extreme at Fairtown, and it's behind the Seekonk Speedway in Massachusetts. But it's a little bit more intense than Eastern States and Penhurst Asylum, but you don't get like grabbed and beat up, and it's more like kind of a mental thing. And my kids don't want nothing to do with it. They were like, nah. I said, tough crap, you're going. We're putting a camera on you. Tough crap. So they were pissed that they were going. That's how bad. But worse than Blackout. Oh, yeah, kind of like Blackout. It's not sexual, but it's on that level. You get bags over your head and you got to do things. But it's like that level, but you go in a group instead of by yourself. But you still get separated. It's chaotic. It's nutty. Those that wear eyeglasses, I advise not to wear them. I found that out the hard way last year when mine went flying. Then we all had to break character and get out of the zone and put the cell phone flashlight to find them. So you may be kind of blind-ish, but you'll still be able to see. It'll be cool. Trust me, you don't want to be wearing glasses in that. Trust me when I tell you. As much as you want to. You don't want to. I mean, mine went, see you later. I thought they were broken, but they weren't. They came in one piece. Nobody stepped on them. Yeah. Oh, yeah, wear the straps. Like all us roller coaster nerds usually. Well, I don't, but a lot of people do. Jessica slowly started to turn into a roller coaster nerd. She's becoming one of us, slowly but surely. So, yeah, if that's something that people want to do, I can try and set that up. But I need to, next week we'll decide on that for this year. If you want to do it, I need to know next week. So everybody think about it in their head if it's something they want to put themselves through. Because I have it set up that during that, I'm allowed to record it with GoPros and stuff. So I'm allowed to do that. So nobody else is supposed to, but whoever goes with me is allowed to do that. and it's going to take you more than 45 minutes. So I'm just letting you know it was crazy. Like, I was just like in awe, like, from the whole thing. Like I told you before, they had Luco on. Luco's a big dude. They got him on his knees, making him sing like a little bitch. It was awesome. Like, it was great. You know, and Luco's like, I don't know what to sing. I'm like, just sing ABCs. And then picturing his Croatian accent, A, B, C, D. I'm doing a horrible accent, not even one, but it was great. Who the hell wants to install Storm Windows? I mean, if I'm getting paid like $100 an hour, I'll think about it. I mean, we can hang out. I mean, hell, we can even hang out and have a pinball party. We could do that too. If you really want to get down, like, get drunk and party and play pinball and hang out or whatever, we could do that too. We could do anything. But next week, we'll throw out the ideas. And we'll see what happens. And may the best idea win. So, yeah, Hauntapoolza is going to be weird. So, this is what I can tell you right now about Hauntapoolza. For those, yeah, you could do bowling parties. You could do anything. Hauntapoolza was Jessica's idea. I just stole that idea and made it something different. And there's something else I got to tell you about besides Hauntapoolza. There's something else coming. Anyway, so it's basically from when haunts open to close is Hauntapoolza. We try to go as many times as we can. Multiple haunts, sometimes in a night if it's possible, which sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But it's just to go to different haunts. It's like a tour of haunts. You know, like Lollapalooza, only Hauntapoolza. So, last week we did Scary Acres, and I'm going to make a video on that, my reviewing that. And then once all the haunts are done for the year, then we're going to, forget that guy. Nope, we're not saying the naughty words. Don't say it. But then, what do you call it? And then once we go through them all, we're gonna do a final review, and video like compiled and final thoughts after you've been able to think about it, kind of thing. Please tell me Linda Blair is not going to be. Linda Blair is not going to be there. So. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a fun time. So tomorrow night, if anybody, I don't know what time we're going to Demented FX. If anybody wants to meet us up there in Holyoke, message me. I'll let you know when we're going when I talk to Jessica. I don't know the time. Saturday, if you want to go to Lake Compounce, you can buy your tickets now online. You can buy them at the door, but you save $5 buying them online versus going to the door. Sunday, going to Six Flags New England. So if you want to, come kick it out, we're going down there to film a bunch of stuff and enjoy and take in, what do you call it? Fright Fest. The following weekend, we're doing Salem for the weekend. So we're going to be at Salem Friday night, Saturday night, and then up until Sunday night. So we're going to do all that kind of cool stuff down in Salem. And it should be a fun time. The following weekend, depending upon if I get into... Okay, worth considering then. Hit Mass MOCA if you're going to be in... What's Mass MOCA? What's that, Charlie? If you're going to be in Holyoke. The Massachusetts. Where the witches are. That's Salem. Is where I'm going. Where the witches are. Yeah, I don't know what Mass MOCA is, but I'm going to Salem where the witches are in Massachusetts. Not New Hampshire. Massachusetts. Massachusetts. I want to go see all the witches. So yeah. And then, depending upon if I get myself into the coffin thing or not, I think we're going to do 13th World. That's in Cumberland. And then it's... Like, maybe that might be Friday night's thing. And then maybe Saturday night. I have to check, but do, like, Fright Kingdom in New Hampshire. Might do something like that. I think. Yeah, I know. I was hoping that they would do it again, but they don't. Mass Museum of Contemporary Art, freaky stuff. I'll have to look at it, see what it's about. So that's what the MOCA. Oh, okay. Hey, Monkey Master. There's Jeremy. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna miss that Hocus Pocus parade next Thursday. Oh well. I know. I saw it. And I was like, oh yeah. I thought maybe like they did it other nights, but nah, it's just one night, and that's stupid. They picked the wrong night to do it. They should have did it Friday night, because then I would have been there. You know, but it is what it is. So basically, I'm going to be given... you better let me know if you go to Fright Kingdom. I work 2 miles from there. Well, Fright Kingdom, like I said, depends on if I get into the coffin thing or not. That's how that's going to work. If I'm going to get it, then if I'm going to do the coffin thing, then I'm not going to Fright Kingdom that weekend. I'll go maybe the weekend after. If I'm not doing the coffin thing, then I will go to Fright Kingdom in New Hampshire. But I really wanted to make a video about Hauntapoolza, like with all the dates and where we were going. But you can't do that with Jessica because she changes her mind like people change their underwear. Like literally within a day, the haunts changed like 5 or 6 times until we came up with one. And I think she picked the one that she picked because she was tired of traveling, and it was like 10 minutes from her house, and was just like, forget it, I ain't going nowhere. So now we're back to going to Lake Compounce. You know, it starts back up again. So, you know, she read too many reviews. Everybody was like bashing Spooky World, bashing Fright Haven, bashing a lot of places. So I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. You know, it's just kind of crazy that, you know, with all these crazy haunted house things. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, she's got a whole list of haunts, especially a lot of ones that a lot of people. When we put that post out on SFNEOnline's Facebook, when we put the post out about, hey, where would you like to see us go and cover and review and blah blah blah, and you know, where should we go? What haunts should we go to? And you guys came up with a lot of great ideas. Now, some are going to have to be pushed off till next year. Some are going to be this year. But you guys gave us great ideas, and we're going to keep doing that every year. Because we want to start traveling out further and further, try and do different things. Because it's going to bring me to this next point. I don't know when it's going to start, but it's actually going to go on the other YouTube channel, the Martin's Family one. I didn't want to bog down this channel with another podcast. I mean, it probably could work, but maybe not. But we're going to call it the Hauntapoolza podcast. It's going to go all year round, just like this one. And it's going to be about Halloween stuff all year round. Whether it's haunted houses, movies, music, TV shows, expos, conventions. It's going to be about haunted house stuff all year long. You know, and it's also going to add a little bit more to, I mean, I'll have to, you know, kind of like I did with the Canada stuff. I was like making kind of the same videos, but changing them up, you know, because obviously I need content for SFNEOnline, especially in the New England area, but maybe the haunt stuff that I do outside. Crack Attic Canyon. That would be funny. Now, you know what I wonder? Speaking of Crack Axle Canyon, we all know that after they do whatever they do down in the D.C. area, as they remodel that and add stuff, you're probably going to see stuff down there for the next couple of years. You know, for when they announce additions. With Cyborg coming, most likely you're going to see Kryptonite leave, and you'll probably get, like what Six Flags St. Louis got, the Superwoman ride. You're probably going to get something like that. And then you're probably going to get new trains for Superman in 2020. I'm telling you. I'm calling it now. I don't know for sure, but I think that's what's going to happen. But I think, you know, that's where they're going to concentrate. But after that, when they're going to do water park or they're going to go continue in the dry park, whatever they do, I think Crack Axle Canyon is going to be obviously the next. And Maybe they retheme the whole area. Maybe they get rid of the Crack Axle Canyon. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know when that's going to start with the Hauntapoolza podcast. I'll let people know about it if it's something that people want to check out. Maybe it's just something else to hang out and chit-chat about. Maybe it doesn't do good there, it does good here. I don't know. But I will say at first, the first couple episodes of it will be recorded. It won't be live. Just to see if people like it, don't like it. And it's not going to just be me. It's going to be me, Luco, Jessica. Jeremy really wants to get involved in it. We like the horror. Devin wants no part of nothing. So Devin's going to be 16 in November. So he's already pulling the I'm a teenager attitude bullshit with me. And I've almost wanted to choke him out. But, I did it to my parents. And me and my parents got in a lot of fights. So I'm sure myself and Devin will probably be throwing hands at some point. It just passes the torch. It's the attitude clash. I think the Max Force style coaster is probably going to go where Goliath is. I've heard some stuff about Goliath, and I don't know how true it is. It's not been from a park official, from people in the park. But so I'm not even going to start spreading that out. So I don't know what I take it with a grain of salt what I heard. It's probably more true, but I don't know. So, instead of starting that whole rumor train, I'll wait until I get more information that is more solid than what I have. It's from park workers, and they're not management. They're not, So I don't know. I just don't want to start this whole crazy rumor thing, and then either I get in trouble or get somebody in trouble or what. So I probably said more than I should have. But I tried smacking mushroom and couldn't keep the pizza light. I think Costa Kev's on drugs now. I don't know what the hell he's trying to say. I don't know what he's... You smacked a mushroom? Did you smack a mushroom? But yeah, I think if they do decide to get rid of Goliath, that would be the perfect area for that ride. Again, you would have to... What would happen is you would probably lose 2 coasters to get Max Force. I honestly think you would lose 2. And the only reason why I say you would lose 2 coasters is because you'd have to make it work out. You need to get rid of Flashback, and you need to put I feel they could also put Max Force behind Fireball and either move Fireball to the south end or move the food to the gate and demo the food next to Fireball to make a ride entrance. You could. It's kind of tight there, though. I don't know. Mine's more of a want and a wish than, but I look at it like this. If you remove Flashback and Goliath, think about it. They're 2 maintenance nightmares. They're horrible in the terms of condition. They're not running right. If you lost the 2 and you put the station at Flashback, shoot it across, shoot it back, it works. You could do that. And you can make it work where you move around Balloon Race and Scramble. You don't have to get rid of them. They can be moved around. Things can be done. Things can be done. That's what I think. And, that would be the best solution for it. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. But, I think that would be the best, for that area. Because what else are you going to do? We all know at some point Goliath will leave, whether it's 2 years, 10 years, 20 years. I don't think it's going to last 20 years, but whatever the time is on Goliath, you're going to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, I like Flashback. I know I'm in the rarity. I mean, it's not one that I get to ride 50 times or every time I go to the park. But once in a while, I do like riding a boomerang. It's not my top 10 kind of ride, but I do like riding them. It's sad to lose any ride, but let's face it. You got to change. If you want to keep Flashback, you need to, one, rehab the whole ride, get the new trains or the new restraints, whatever you got to do. Because if not, it hurts. It's not as popular because, like, when the park is full, the queue line is half or less. It's not a full queue line for it. I mean, so that's what I feel is going to happen to the future in the Goliath spot. Something that Goliath is eventually going to leave. We all know that. It's eventually going to leave. When that is, I don't know, but eventually it is going to leave. Luco put a cookie. Monkey Master says he likes cookies. See, I don't see them getting rid of Whistle Stop Park, though. And the only reason why I agree, only because that train kind of sucks. And nobody really rides it, except for Christmas time. But, they're going to keep that because of Christmas. It's just another added attraction that they can run for Christmas with lights, and you need something like that because they don't have anything in the park like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember. Were they running the antique cars there? The safari car ride there? Were they running that during holiday? I don't know if they were running that or not. They could be decorating that, but they need, as much as we want to like see certain things go, if they're going to get rid of Whistle Stop Park, they need to. Well, they're also not going to get rid of that building because that's their hub for season passes and memberships. It was moved to a good spot because remember back when, where the stroller rental place is now, that used to be the season pass building, and it sucks. Yes, I totally agree, Charles, that it's a lot of wasted space. There are things that they can. I mean, unless they come up with a new spot for a season pass building, I don't know what they can do. Because having that building over there takes the crowd away when it's busy, like in the beginning of the season or whenever people are getting passes. That's the only reason why I say that it keeps it because of where it is. It keeps the crowds away from Main Street. Because when it was like that, it made that area a crap fest. And it was hard to walk up and down the hill when you're trying because the line was always so long and full of people. So they need to figure a way. Actually, you know what would be the good way to do that? I don't know how they would do it. I know they can do it. But what they should be doing is where you could buy the tickets is where the season pass thing should be done. Where they added all that stuff there. That's where it should be done. If you could do it there and move the train ride somewhere else, you don't want to lose the train ride. I mean, that's the train ride we got. We need to keep the train ride. And move it or get rid of it and get a new one. I don't know. See, here's the problem. New England used to have a monorail, gone. We used to have the sky ride there, gone. There's no what we call transportation rides. There's no train rides. There's no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you need something like that to add because look at Busch Gardens, for example. Look at other parks that do holiday events that have trains or they use the sky rides. Like what do you call it? Busch Gardens, perfect example. You can ride their sky ride and you can take the train, see Christmas lights and all that stuff. All right. Other Six Flags parks that have that ability, you know what I'm saying, that have that kind of thing, you need to have stuff like that. I know as enthusiasts, we want like thrill rides. We want thrill rides and coasters and stuff. And most people, especially the coasters, don't care about anything other than coasters. By all means, if that's what you're into, cool. I'm more of a amusement park enthusiast. I like it all. From the shows, the food, the scenery, the rides, everything. But I don't see that ever becoming water park area, and I'm going to tell you why. sometime in the future when they go to expand that water park, kiss that area goodbye there, that parking lot goodbye. Kiss that parking lot goodbye. I'm telling you, they're going to use that for water park. I am telling you that now. They will expand over there with something. Whether it's 5, 10, 15, whatever, that they're going to take away that parking lot and they're going to make a preferred lot closer to the tram station, and that's going to be your preferred parking. I am telling you it's coming. I am telling you it's coming. They have that huge parking lot across the street. They're going to utilize that for all their parking at one point. They could even make the employees park over there too. And just make all of that for I mean, I know there's a gas line going through. I totally agree about having a train or something to go in between with stops. That's the way that park is laid out. You just can't. You're never going to get that, unfortunately. Unless you lay the track directly down the center of it, and then that's just going to cause issues. Oh, no, they'll probably still charge you a premium price to park close to the tram. I'm telling you. They're still going to do it. They're not idiots. I don't think so. They're still going to charge you an arm and a leg for that premium spot to be close to that. I mean, think about it. It's Six Flags. It's what they're going to do. I'm not saying it's right. But from a business standpoint, I mean, look at... you can't really compare like King's Dominion and Great Adventure because it's just a big, giant parking lot over there, and it's all close to the gate. When you even the playing field of where you're parking your cars, and everything's across the street, and you're paying whatever price to park across the street, people are going to want to park closer. They're gonna cut out a huge chunk. You know what I'm saying? They're going to cut out a huge chunk of that, and that's going to be for your preferred people that are paying or your memberships, and that is where your preferred parking lot is going to be. I'm telling you right now. That's a prediction. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you know, it's what's going to happen. You know, you watch. It is going to happen, and people are going to lose their minds about it. It's just the way things go. It's the way that they're doing it, and there's nothing we can do about it. The only way, if you want to protest, you protest with your wallet. If it pisses you off that much, don't go. You know, when something pisses me off, I don't go. I protest with my wallet. That's how you get them back. That's what you do. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea for them to put a hotel up. It really wouldn't. I mean, they got all those houses on the side that they don't, that they have. Why not just put a hotel there? Where the houses are. Rip the houses down, put a hotel. And then they're gonna when you after you check in, they say have a nice day, have a Six Flags day. I'm looking into my crystal ball and I'm seeing all these things. It's gonna be crazy. All right, so before we leave, let's recap real quick. So this weekend, if anybody wants to hang out, we're hitting Demented FX in Holyoke Friday night. I'll find out the time. Saturday, Lake Compounce. Sunday, Six Flags. Next weekend we're going to Salem, and the weekend after that depends if I register and I can get into the coffin or not. And if not, I'll probably do Fright Kingdom and whatever else. So who the hell knows? So for those that want to partake inside our Hauntapoolza, we will post saying, hey, we're going here. If you want to come kick it, let me know. And I'll let you know times and stuff if you're interested in doing that. Myself and John Cafaro are going on a adventure next Thursday during the day. And once that happens, then we'll talk about it. But not until it happens. I'm not jinxing it. The problem with the crystal ball is there is no timeline. Of course there's no timeline. I don't know what their 5-year plan is. And I know things change, especially with all the crap. Like, there was a lot of crap that went down at Six Flags between Crime Wave break-in, Goliath break-in, Superman break-in, Kryptonite done for the year. Plans have changed because of things. I could tell you that Superman's second train will not be on until next year, so deal with that, I guess, unfortunately. You're going to have the issue with Kryptonite down for this year, maybe not opening. What do you call it? Next year. Goliath may or may not open next year, depending upon if they can keep it going. So we'll see what happens. So again, if you want to partake in hanging out with us in any Hauntapoolza, hit me up. I'll let you know. If you see the post going up saying, hey, we're going here on this such and such day. If you want to come, we'll let you know what time we're going. That's basically how that's going to work out. Which is, that's just how it works with Jessica and not knowing. So we're going to get out of here. Whoever I see tomorrow night or Saturday or Sunday, I will see you. Make sure you come say hi. Don't be bashful. Say what up. I'm still trying to do my selfie thing when I meet the friends, fans. We're trying to. What I want to start doing is building up a photo folder on Facebook and whatever of all the people that I meet that are fans of the show, friends. It's just something for me personally, not anything. It's just me being me, what I want to do. But we're gonna get out of here. I will see whoever. Matter of fact, after I go pee, I'm going to go back and stream Planet Coaster after this. So if anybody wants to come kick it and hang out for a little bit, that's what I'm going to do. So we'll be back next Thursday, same bat time, bat channel. We will definitely talk about doing a get-together for this year and next year for SFNEOnline events. So make sure you tune in next week. Make sure you share, subscribe, like, dislike. If you hate me, hit the dislike button. Whatever you got to do. But I will see you guys next week or wherever. Have a great weekend. If not, and until next week, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace.